like to go against this D line in practice and everything?
It's fun. It's always a challenge every day. You got guys like Don Williams out there every single day. But no, it's fun. But it makes us better because you're not going to see anybody like this in the SEC.
You're messing around with them, but what is that like when you are kind of going against each other, trying to make each other better, competing, all that?
I mean,
stuff?
obviously, you get out there in the moment. It's a game wrap every single time. Like I said, you're going out there, and that's what you're expecting to see. Guys you're going against are guys that are going to play on Sunday. So it's awesome to see, and it gets us ready for what we're going to see all season.
You feel like you guys as a unit, the offensive line, have come together throughout the course of fall camp?
Yeah, it's been great. Last year we were a close group. This year we really focused on just getting together, really finding out like what works for us. So we got more film, more time away, just joking around, just relaxing. So it's been great. We got depth everywhere, so it's a very fun group.
Has it been difficult to have get a solid thing going when you've got guys in and out banged up, or do you feel like the work that you guys have done off the field as a group kind of mitigates that a little bit?
I think you learn from last year. It's next man up. That's how it's got to be. So it's like everyone knows that, okay, if something happens to someone, the next guy comes in, you got to trust, and you should know that he's going to come in and do it the exact same way, if not better. You know what I mean? So it's got to be a trust that, okay, I trust what you're going to do, so I don't have to worry about when I'm in there.
What does it say about just the improved depth of this line, and that when you look at that depth chart, Fabecchi's the only guy that doesn't have an or by his name?
I haven't even seen it. But Fabecchi's had an amazing camp. He's gotten much better over the season. He's really taken into it. I mean, he's becoming a better leader. He's an amazing player, so I'm going to be excited to watch him this year. But all the guys, like I said, there's talent and there's depth everywhere. So it's just fun to have, and you know that there's not going to be like, if something happens, we're not going to be just holding on for dear life.
How do you think Mike Masucci and Ryan Coach are going to adapt to the SEC?
I think they'll be good. Neither of them come in there like they're scared. They come in there like they're a vet. They work. They're really focused. They listen to everything. They come in there. They attack. They don't care who they're going against out here, and they just want to work. There's never any like a freshman. They finally start getting to a place where they're wanting to step back. They're stepping up. They're wanting to take over.
How's that competition with Jake been beneficial for both you and him going through camp?
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously you get somebody in from another school, you get to learn stuff that he's done, that I've done. So it's been great. Me and him have worked together. Like I tell him stuff, okay, like this worked for me. He helps me, stuff that works for him. Jake's an amazing player. I think he's going to help us. So it's been great to have him.
You mentioned Fabecchi. You're lined up next to him all the time. Just how far have you seen him come since, not just when he got here last year, but from the end of last season?
It's a complete flip, just how he is. I mean, obviously he wanted to be great last year, but it's night and day. He is dedicated. The way he watches what he eats. I mean, he's a big boy last year. He's 340 last year. He's down to about 320 right now. He's lean. He looks good. He's moving great. I mean, the way he studies, the way he attacks it, it's just a completely different person.
Is there a certain aspect of his game that's really just stood out to you that's been improved, or is it just like how?
His hands and feet are just, right now, they're almost picture perfect.
For you last year, year one SEC, how much did you learn just what it's going to take week in and week out just to make it in this league?
Yeah, I mean, really, especially with O-line here, it's got to be, you got to strain and you got to finish. And I think last year, as the season went on, I think guys' bodies just got fatigued and we weren't able to continue to do that. And I think it got better towards the end of the year, but it's got to be consistent all the time. So I think now knowing what we're getting ourselves into, keeping a same group, a steady group in there, and I think going in there, the way we've attacked the offseason and workouts, it's going to be fun.
You talked about the body wearing down. Is there something you can do to mitigate not having ups and downs?
Well, last year, and I don't want to keep talking about last year, but we had, that was just a freaking bad news bears last year. It was a who's who of who's getting hurt next. You know what I mean? So now we're in a better position. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's feeling great. So we just got to keep that going on, keep that same trend.
I know you said when John got here, you made sure you put your locker next to his for you two to be the two guys on offense among these seven captains. Does that feel like almost a sense of accomplishment over the last 8 months?
Yeah, it's been great because, especially with him coming in as a new guy, he's got to establish himself, and I think he did an amazing job. He came in, he took command of not just the offense but the whole team. When he talks, everyone listens. He's got that stuff to him, and I think it's good. And I think me and him were able to work with each other, so it was a good group effort. It wasn't just one person doing it over and over again.
What does it mean to you to get that captain?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, because getting out here, especially coming from App State, and then coming here and then being voted by all my teammates to be a captain, that's pretty cool. That's probably one of my favorite achievements I've gotten in college.
Troy, you guys are proud. Everyone knows what you got next week. For Saturday, what's the success? What boxes do you guys need to check to be as confident and ready for the season ahead, but next week too?
I'm talking about like this coming
Yeah,
week.
yeah. Just
Oh,
what do
sorry.
you do Saturday
Yeah.
to know you're ready for?
Yeah, obviously we just got to take every game. It's week by week, day by day. I mean, it's Illinois State. They're a really good team. They were projected. I think it was one of 6 teams to win the FCS national championship. And I came from App State, so I know like the smaller schools. They're ready to go. They're not going to hold back on anybody, and they're going to come in here and they think they're going to punch us in the mouth. And so we're going to get their best shot every single time. So we just got to come in there with that same mindset that we're playing a Super Bowl every Saturday.
Do you feel like there's a sense of excitement within that, just the team overall? Just talk about the camaraderie, but can you sense that?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of excitement. I mean, there's not like guys are walking around, they're ready to go. Like there's no one's like, oh, we got to go practice today. Like, oh, we get to go practice today. We get to attack it. We get to go score touchdowns. We're going against one of the best defenses every single day. When we score on them, we make it known that we scored on y'all. So it's fun. It's a group effort from the coaches down to the players.
For the offense, how much do you kind of attribute that to Coach Arbuckle and kind of the energy that he's injected?
Yeah, I think he brings a great energy to it, but I think it's also the players are feeding off of it, and we know what we got right now, and so guys are excited. There's an excitement in there, and it's not. And like Arbuckle, he comes in, he pushes us, and he'll bring that energy all the time. And Coach Coos too. He's a secret. He's a slept-on one, but he brings a lot of energy. But they bring it, and we just feed off of it, and then they feed off of us. So it's a good back and forth.
How cool has it been to see Jared go from a guy that you might have to block on occasion to now he's the starting tight end?
Yeah, I'm excited for Jaron. Jaron has worked his butt off this whole offseason. Jaron is my neighbor. Jaron's my neighbor, and every time in the offseason, he was never there. Every single day, he just lived here every single day. So the way he got it, and for him to come in and earn what he's gotten, he's deserved it, and I'm so excited for him.
Troy, and with you being at a smaller school before, what lessons are you kind of able to give to the other guys on the mentalities of players at a smaller school and how they just don't back down?
Yeah, and like for an example, when I was at App State, we played Texas A&M. We went in the mindset we got nothing to lose. So you go in there, you hit them with everything you got, and then whatever happens, happens. So it's going to be the same mindset. Right now, they have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose, so it's just going to be a big fight at this point.
Do you feel like there's more confidence within the offense just this time around? Like
Oh yeah, absolutely, completely, much more confidence. Like I said, we score now, and it's a freaking party out there, and that's what it's going to be Saturday. We score, it's going to be a party in the end zone. So that's what we're excited to do, and everyone looks forward to doing that. So it's exciting.
Is that a byproduct?
Huh?
No, go ahead.
Same question. I was
Well,
going to ask.
I was actually going to say, is that confidence just a byproduct of you guys being healthier than you were last year, or does everything just kind of feel differently?
Obviously at this point last year was completely different looking at the roster, but now, everyone's just, there's a confidence of, okay, we know what happened now. Now we know what we need to do. And now we see that when we do what we're supposed to do and we keep doing it at a consistent level, it gets really good.
Does the energy, you talk about Coach Coos, obviously Arbuckle, and Mateer, the energy that they bring when you talk about the party in the end zone, is that something that they harp with everybody on the offense? Like,
honestly, that just kind of happened the way it was. Like, everyone, they want to score, and especially like O-linemen, we can't really celebrate that much. Like last year, I would try, every time we scored, I tried to do some stupid dance or something. So I'm going to do that this year. Every time we score, you look in the end zone, I'm going to do something stupid in there. I'm not going to get a flag. Unless I score, then I'm getting a flag.
So no DX chop again, like the spring game?
I'm really trying to. That's been my signature so far. I'm really hoping they let me do that. I'll probably sneak one in. Maybe. Just cut that out. But yeah, but no, it's just the way everyone's just like when we get down there, like we'll get in the huddle and be like, hey, we score right here. This is what we're doing in the end zone. Like there's already just like a prep, like we know we're going to score or something. So it's just that confidence with it.
is Arbuckle's youth, is that kind of something, is it pretty noticeable?
Oh, yeah.
That he's one of you all?
Yeah, I mean,
essentially?
he's like 7 years older than me, so it's not. But I mean, the way he comes in there, he attacks. He's professional, but he likes to have fun and he likes to be, one of the boys when he has to. But then when it's time to coach, he's going to lock in and he's going to get on you.
Try, I know Jaden was a starter as a true freshman last year, but from where he was then to now, how hard is he able to rush the ball?
Oh my gosh, Jaden! When Jaden got here in the spring before I got hurt, I was going against him, and you could tell immediately that he was going to be special. And Jaden, he worked from when he had his surgery in the offseason. He's attacked the weight room, and he's just he's a freak. So it's fun. They can have fun with him.
What's the difference you've seen in David Stone from last year to this year? Just I know you go up against him quite a
Mm.
bit. Is it, and Dominic Williams talks about just night and day difference
Oh, yeah.
in who he is.
His
Is it
mindset's
noticeable?
completely different. The way he attacks everything, like, last year you're a freshman, you're not getting as many reps as you want, so you come in there, it's kind of like up and down. His mindset now is, like, I'll be honest, David Stone, he goes in there, he goes 100 miles an hour, keeps the effort up, he'll be one of the best D tackles in the country. And just the way he is, because his motor is high and he is freaking strong. So, yeah, I hate those guys sometimes.
I know Jaden Ott was a little banged up and missed some time this camp, but just what did you see from Javante kind of stepping back into that, that primary role there?
Yeah, Javante was out a little bit in spring. He came back in camp. I think he's been amazing in camp. He stepped up. He's attacked it. He's been a freaking workhorse. He was taking a lot of reps, and there was never a complaint with him. He was going in there, lowering his shoulder. He's making people miss. He looks faster. It's exciting for him too.
How good is it to see him healthy just because of what he's dealt with the last
Oh
couple of
yeah,
years?
I love Javante, and I think he is a freaking unbelievable running back. So get him healthy and keep his positivity up. It'd be awesome for him.
Tariq Laylock, surprised at just how well he's played.
He's a freak. That kid is an absolute monster. I've never seen a freshman that runs the way he runs. So, but yeah, and he's a hard-nosed kid. He's another workhorse. He's taking all the reps and never complained. Just loved it. Just give me a little squirt of water and I'm back in there.
What do you think of the promise Elijah Thomas has shown?